we should build a greenhouse. You know, these plants could really use some season extension. And I figure the best way to do that is go ahead and take what we learned from Colorado State University, the Land Grant Institute, and actualize the full potential by building a greenhouse. What kind of materials could we use, you ask? Well, let's use all recycled materials. Because here at the SUSDEV, we use all sustainable materials. And what that means to me is using what we have. We have to conserve water and conserve resources by using all recycled materials. Let's go take a look what all recycled means to resource. Welcome to the resource yard, where we have identified capitalist opportunities to resource the materials of construction to create greenhouses. Come with me. Over here, for example, we have a perfect example of a water containment system that really was used for old paint and things like that, but it's still totally viable. And guess what? It's filled with bricks and things that were left over from construction projects. We could make those garden beds, or even a foundation. Tires make a good foundation too. They capture the heat during the day and release it during the night. Don't you know? That's what you were looking for your subterranean heating climate.
You're absolutely right, Johnny. Glad you pointed that out. We've got some used PVC pipes here too.
Could you use that for your greenhouse?
I think so, for water transportation and electrical conduit.
Interesting.
I really am in heaven in here, Johnny, because I need some hardware to keep our garden materials together.
There seems to be plenty of screws and nuts and bolts for everybody.
Actually, here we have lots of attachments for girders, for the structure of the greenhouse, hangers for the rafters.
Oh, hey, Johnny.
Oh my gosh! What are these doing here? We have some perfect greenhouse materials here. You know, sustainability means working with what we have. This practice lowers many costs involved with mining, manufacturing, transporting, and then the inevitable landfill or recycling process. So what we have is readily available. Wood, caulk, nuts, screws, and imagination are bountiful. By actively exercising our imagination to create something one of a kind, we reduce landfill space and improve our problem-solving skills. Harnessing the power of community and including others is a rite of passage, and it's good skills for life. Having an idea, asking for help from elders, and seeing it through to its fruition is a basic rite of passage that everyone should go through, and we offer that opportunity. We can start a greenhouse, a business, and a life from these recycled materials. Thank you.
Wow, it's been a great day down here at the resource, and to cap it off, here's an excellent aquaponics container. Maybe what would work even better is a pool. Bella?
Have you ever wanted a greenhouse that can be both functional and fun? Well, it turns out it can be easier than you think. Having a swimming pool in your greenhouse is a good way to improve heat efficiency. Water has a high specific heat index, which helps regulate the rate at which air changes temperature, similar to a town by a lake or ocean. And if you don't like swimming, maybe you could try dumping your fish in the pool. And then you've got aquaponics. That's right, isn't it, Ike?
Well, Bella, you're absolutely correct. You could turn your pool into an aquaponics system just like this. Right here we have a 4x4 square aquaponics system growing all sorts of different veggies using this medium called hydrocorn, which is an aerated clay, and the roots grow around it very well. So this system is really meant to mimic nature and creates an environment much like the natural environment that we have outside. So right here we have our fish in a 55-gallon tank as well as a 40-gallon aquarium. 26 koi fish. Koi fish are a very good type of fish to use. They're bottom feeders. Their waste is, after it's created, it is gone into these biofilters, and the ammonia turns into nitrites, which then turns into nitrates. And these nitrates are very good for our plants that we have growing right here. After the water fills the aquaponics system, it will then hit a siphon located right here, which is right above the 40-gallon fish tank. With this type of aquaponics system, you could have plants busting right in your living room, just like this.
If we dig deep and find our roots from the earth, we hear our home.
Well, that's all we got over here. Let's take a short bike break. Thank y'all.
We need to mimic Earth's natural systems, and it's cold up top, but hot down below.
Oh, what's up?
We can see the excess of society allowing us to fulfill our fulfillment.
Well, enough about aquaponics. Now let's take a look at these climate batteries from Wesley. Hey Wes, where you at?
Oh, hey Ike, what's up?
Not much, man.
I'm just on my way to go work on my subterranean heating and cooling system. Want to come?
Hey, why not? Let's go.
So the magic behind climate batteries is that through the physics law of evaporation of moist vapor, we can get 500 times more efficiency out of this system than you could with conduction. So there'll be a 750 cubic feet per minute inline fan mounted on the top of this barrel. It will suck the hot, moist air out of the greenhouse into this distribution barrel. The air will then exit tubes. Each one of these holes will have a tube in it. So now I'm drilling the holes in the plenum for the air distribution chamber. This is kind of how it goes. We'll need 64 of these times 2. That's 128. With an average length of 25 feet to get the air through the ground 5 times an hour. And that ought to get us going pretty good. The air will be traveling at 2.5 feet per second and will be in the tube for an average of 10 seconds as it travels 25 feet to the outlet. 80 to 90 degree air that's going in here will exit these after the phase change in the ground at 60 degrees, simultaneously cooling and providing evaporative cooling to the greenhouse. Cha! We're out here on the site breaking ground, digging up the level site here to create the hole for the climate battery. It is key to orient your greenhouse along the east and west axis to allow maximum southern exposure and maximum insulation of the north wall. Now that excavation is complete, installation of the 4-inch ADS piping can begin. The first layer of ADS piping is installed. We're now backfilling the first layer of the subterranean heating and cooling system. And as day one comes to an end, subterranean heating and cooling system is about 3/4 of the way done, a little more. All we have to do is finish the last row, backfill, and begin construction on the rest of the greenhouse.
Whoa! That's a wrap! Thanks for joining.
Oh my gosh!
Now I'll pass it off to Ike Arumba for...
Oh, hey Wes, how's it going?
Oh, pretty good. How are you?
Right on.
Make my way downtown, cars are passing, I'm homebound. I need you. Greenhouse management. And now I wonder if I can make a greenhouse out of recycled materials with my imagination and some teamwork. Oh.
Now off to...
Ooh, thank you, Wes.
Ventilation.
Ventilation!
I speak for the trees. What a good idea, Lorex. Let's build a greenhouse.
That's a wrap.
In the forest we see mulching and biodiversity. We can trap humidity and energy with investment from the divestment of the industry. We find sufficient supplies in an economy. With these resources, materials, a greenhouse can grow and it can reduce hunger and Easter lilies too. We have the materials, we have the know-how. This is our time. We find two sides, but with one goal, we know it's true. Facts are bridging us close to the Earth system. Nowadays, now stuff we find, our time is real. Who says saying the world ain't fun? Come on, people, let's work together with our Mother Earth. Work together, work together.